Have you ever watched a tiny kitten play with a piece of string? Or perhaps you have seen a little puppy as it tumbles and rolls on the soft grass. There is a special feeling that comes when we see a baby animal. It's a feeling of warmth, a gentle happiness that fills our hearts and brings a smile to our faces. This wonderful feeling is something that people all over the world share. It doesn't matter where you are from or what language you speak. The sight of a young creature exploring its world for the very first time is a universal joy. It's a simple, pure delight that connects us to the natural world in a very special way. This feeling is not just a passing moment of pleasure, it's a deep connection to life itself. When we observe a baby animal, we're witnessing the beginning of a new journey. We see innocence and curiosity in its purest form, a small duckling following its mother in a neat line, or a baby elephant holding onto its mother's tail with its trunk, are sights that can make even the busiest day feel a little bit brighter. These small creatures remind us of the beauty and fragility of life. They show us that the world is full of wonder, and that new beginnings are happening all around us, every single day, in every corner of our magnificent planet. The world of baby animals is incredibly diverse and full of surprises. From the high mountains to the deep blue sea, countless young animals are starting their lives. Each one has its own unique story, its own challenges, and its own special kind of cuteness. Imagine a baby koala called a joey peeking out from its mother's pouch, or think of a tiny sea turtle, no bigger than the palm of your hand, making its brave journey across the sand to the ocean. These moments are precious and powerful. They capture our attention and our imagination, inviting us to learn more about the incredible creatures with whom we share our world. Watching these young animals is like watching a story unfold. We see them take their first wobbly steps, we hear their first small sounds, and we watch them learn the essential skills they will need to survive. It's a privilege to be able to witness these intimate moments, even through a video or a photograph. It reminds us of our own childhoods, of the care we received, and of the big, exciting world that was waiting for us to explore. This shared experience of growing and learning is another reason why baby animals touch our hearts so deeply, creating a bond that transcends species and connects us to the great family of life on Earth. Let us take a journey into the wild to meet some of these amazing young creatures. First, imagine a forest, green and quiet. Here, in a cozy den, a mother bear watches over her cubs. Bear cubs are born very small and helpless, often with their eyes closed. They are covered in a thin layer of fur, and they depend completely on their mother for warmth and food. As they grow, they become wonderfully playful and curious. They tumble over each other, climb on their patient mother, and explore their surroundings with boundless energy. Their clumsy movements and fuzzy bodies make them one of the most endearing sights in the animal kingdom. Now, let's dive deep into the ocean, into a world of vibrant colors and mysterious life. Here, we might find a young octopus. A baby octopus is a truly remarkable creature. When it hatches from its tiny egg, it's often no bigger than a grain of rice. It's a perfect miniature version of its parents, with 8 tiny arms and large, intelligent eyes that seem to watch everything. Unlike a furry bear cub, a baby octopus has smooth skin that can change color in an instant. This helps it to hide from predators or show how it is feeling. Watching a tiny octopus gracefully propel itself through the water is like watching a beautiful, silent dance. Back on land, in the vast grasslands of Africa, we might see a baby giraffe. A baby giraffe is called a calf, and its entry into the world is quite dramatic. It's born falling from a great height as its mother gives birth while standing up. But this tall baby is surprisingly strong. Within just an hour of being born, a giraffe calf can stand on its long, wobbly legs and even start to run. This is very important for its survival on the open savanna, where predators are always nearby. Their long necks, big brown eyes, and the gentle way they stay close to their mothers make them a truly captivating sight. From the tallest land animals to the smallest birds, every baby animal has its own special charm. Think of a baby penguin covered in soft grey fluff. This downy coat keeps it warm in the cold Antarctic winds while its parents go out to sea to find food. These chicks huddle together in large groups called creches for extra warmth and safety. They call out with high-pitched chirps, waiting patiently for their parents to return with a meal. Each of these young animals, whether a bear cub, an octopus, a giraffe, or a penguin, shows us the incredible diversity of life and the unique ways that nature helps its youngest members to survive and thrive. Why do our hearts melt when we see a baby animal? It's not just a random feeling. There is a scientific reason behind our reaction. Scientists believe that we are naturally drawn to certain features that are common in babies, both human and animal. This set of features is known as the baby schema. It includes a large head compared to the body, big forward-facing eyes, a small nose and mouth, and a round, soft-looking body shape. When we see these features, our brains release chemicals that make us feel happy and caring. This is nature's clever way of making sure that we want to protect and nurture our own young. This response is a very powerful and ancient instinct. It helped our ancestors to care for their helpless infants, ensuring the survival of our species. Because many baby animals share these same features, our brains react in the same loving way. A puppy with its big, floppy ears and oversized paws, or a kitten with its large, curious eyes, triggers this same protective instinct within us. Their clumsy, uncoordinated movements also add to their appeal. When we see a baby animal stumble or fall while trying to walk or play, it reminds us of a human toddler learning to navigate the world, making us feel even more affectionate towards them. The way baby animals behave also plays a huge part in why we find them so adorable. Their playful nature is irresistible. Watching them chase their tails, pounce on their siblings, or curiously investigate a new object is endlessly entertaining. This play is not just for fun, it is a very important part of their development. Through play, they learn essential skills like hunting, socializing, and defending themselves. When we watch them, we are not just seeing cuteness, we are seeing the very process of learning and growing. This combination of innocent appearance and purposeful action is a powerful recipe for charm. Furthermore, the sounds that baby animals make can also trigger our caring response. The soft cheeps of a baby bird, the gentle mews of a kitten, or the small whimpers of a puppy all signal a need for attention and care. Our brains are wired to respond to these sounds of vulnerability. It's an auditory cue that works alongside the visual cues of the baby schema. So, the next time you find yourself smiling at a video of a baby animal, remember that you are experiencing a deep, biological response. It's a beautiful instinct that connects us all and encourages us to be kind and protective towards the youngest and most vulnerable creatures. For a young animal in the wild, every day is a combination of adventure and challenge. To grow up healthy and strong, they have a set of basic needs that must be met, just like human children. The most important need, right from the start, is food. A baby animal needs the right kind of nutrition to build a strong body and to have the energy to learn and play. For many mammals, like lambs or fawns, this food comes in the form of their mother's milk. This milk is rich in all the nutrients they need. For other animals, like baby birds, parents must constantly search for insects, worms, or seeds to feed their hungry chicks. Another essential need for any baby animal is shelter. A safe place to rest and sleep is crucial for survival. This shelter protects them from harsh weather, like pouring rain or burning sun, and it also keeps them hidden from the watchful eyes of predators. Some animals are born in carefully constructed homes, such as a beaver's lodge or a rabbit's burrow deep underground. Other animals, like a baby chimpanzee, find shelter by clinging tightly to their mother's body. This constant physical contact not only provides safety, but also gives the baby a sense of security and warmth, which is vital for its well-being. Warmth is another critical requirement, especially for newborn animals. Many babies are born without the ability to regulate their own body temperature. They rely on their parents or siblings for warmth. You might see a litter of puppies snuggled closely together, or a mother bird sitting on her nest to cover her chicks with her warm feathers. This huddling and cuddling is not just a cute behavior, it is a life-saving strategy. Without this external source of heat, a young animal could quickly become too cold, which is very dangerous for its health. As they grow bigger and develop thicker fur or feathers, they become better at keeping themselves warm. Finally, every baby animal needs to learn. The world is a complicated place, and survival depends on knowing how to find food, avoid danger, and interact with other animals. This education comes primarily from their parents and other members of their group. A mother cheetah teaches her cubs how to stalk and chase prey. A mother duck shows her ducklings which plants are safe to eat. This process of learning is perhaps the most important need of all, as it gives the young animal the skills and knowledge it will carry for the rest of its life. Food, shelter, warmth, and learning are the fundamental pillars that support a young animal on its incredible journey from a helpless baby to a capable adult. The animal kingdom is full of incredible parents who go to extraordinary lengths to care for their young. The dedication and sacrifice shown by animal mothers and fathers are truly inspiring. Consider the emperor penguin. After the female lays a single egg, she transfers it to the male and heads to the sea to feed for 2 months. The male penguin then stands in the freezing Antarctic winter, balancing the egg on his feet and covering it with a fold of skin to keep it warm. He does not eat for this entire period, losing a huge amount of his body weight, all to ensure his chick hatches safely. This is a remarkable example of parental commitment. In the world of mammals, the orangutan mother displays one of the longest and most devoted periods of parental care. A baby orangutan stays with its mother for 6 to 8 years. During this long childhood, the mother teaches her offspring everything it needs to know to survive in the rainforest. She shows it which fruits to eat, how to build a safe nest high in the trees each night, and how to navigate the complex social world of orangutans. This extended bond is crucial, as the young orangutan has a great deal to learn. The mother's patience and dedication ensure her child is fully prepared for an independent life. It is not always just the mother who cares for the young. In many species, fathers play an active and vital role. A male wolf is a very dedicated father and partner. He helps to feed the pregnant mother, and once the pups are born, he brings food back to the den for both the mother and the pups. As the pups grow, he plays with them, teaches them, and helps to protect the entire family pack. This cooperative parenting strategy increases the chances that the pups will survive to adulthood. It shows that in the wild, family is a team effort, with each member playing an important part. Even in the deep ocean, parental care can be astonishing. The giant Pacific octopus mother makes the ultimate sacrifice for her children. After she lays her thousands of eggs, she guards them fiercely, never leaving them for a moment. She gently blows currents of water over them to keep them clean and provide them with oxygen. She does this for months, without ever eating. By the time the eggs finally hatch, she is so weak from starvation that she dies. Her final act is to ensure her tiny babies have the best possible start in life. These examples show us that parental love and protection are powerful forces throughout the natural world. The world of baby animals is filled with fascinating and unexpected details. Did you know, for example, that a baby kangaroo called a joey is only about the size of a jelly bean when it is born? It is born blind, hairless, and completely helpless. Immediately after birth, this tiny creature must make a long and difficult journey from the birth canal all the way up its mother's belly to the safety of her pouch. Once inside, it attaches to a teat and stays there for several months, growing and developing until it is big enough to peek out at the world. This incredible journey is a true marvel of nature. Here is another surprising fact. Baby dolphins are born tail first. This is a very important adaptation for a marine mammal. Being born tail first means that the baby dolphin can stay connected to its mother through the umbilical cord for as long as possible. This ensures it gets oxygen until the very last moment. As soon as it is fully born, the mother quickly pushes her baby to the surface of the water for its very first breath of air. Other female dolphins, often called aunties, will swim around the mother and newborn to protect them from sharks during this vulnerable time. It's a real team effort from the moment of birth. Let's talk about crocodiles. You might think of them as fearsome predators, but they are surprisingly gentle parents. A mother crocodile lays her eggs in a nest of soil and vegetation. She guards this nest carefully for about 3 months. When she hears the baby starting to make high-pitched chirping sounds from inside the eggs, she knows it is time for them to hatch. She will carefully dig them out. Then, she does something amazing. She gently picks up the baby crocodiles in her massive mouth with its sharp teeth and carries them safely down to the water. She will continue to protect her young for several months. Finally, consider the cuckoo bird, which has a very different approach to parenting. A mother cuckoo is known as a brood parasite. This means she lays her egg in the nest of another, smaller bird species. The unsuspecting host parent then raises the cuckoo chick as its own. The cuckoo chick often hatches first and is much larger than the host's own chicks. it will sometimes push the other eggs or chicks out of the nest, ensuring it gets all the food and attention from its foster parents. This clever but ruthless strategy is a fascinating, if unusual, way of ensuring the survival of the next generation of cuckoos. After learning about all these wonderful baby animals, from the playful bear cub to the determined sea turtle, we feel a strong connection to them. We have seen their cuteness, understood their needs, and admired the incredible care they receive from their parents. This connection brings with it a great responsibility. These young creatures, and indeed all wildlife, depend on a healthy and safe planet to survive. Their homes, whether they are lush forests, vast oceans, or frozen landscapes, are under threat from human activities like pollution, habitat destruction, and climate change. It is our duty to protect these precious places for them. Protecting baby animals means protecting their habitats. A forest is more than just a collection of trees. It is a home for countless families of animals. A clean ocean is more than just water. It is a nursery for whales, dolphins, and octopuses. When we make choices to reduce our waste, use less energy, and support conservation efforts, we are helping to keep these homes safe. Every small action can make a big difference. Planting a tree can help rebuild a forest. Cleaning up a beach can save a baby turtle. By thinking about how our choices affect the natural world, we can become better guardians of our planet. Education is one of the most powerful tools we have. By learning about animals and their environments, and by sharing that knowledge with our friends and families, we can inspire more people to care. When we understand how a mother polar bear struggles to find food for her cubs because the sea ice is melting, we are more likely to want to help. Documentaries, books, and visits to responsible nature reserves can open our eyes to the challenges these animals face. This understanding builds empathy, and empathy leads to action. We can all be ambassadors for wildlife, speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Let us make a promise to these baby animals. Let's promise to respect them, to protect their homes, and to ensure that they have a future. The joy and wonder they bring into our lives is a precious gift. It is our turn to give a gift back to them, the gift of a safe and thriving world. By working together, we can ensure that future generations of people will also be able to smile at the sight of a tumbling puppy marvel at a tiny octopus and feel that universal warmth in their hearts. The story of life on Earth is beautiful and complex, and it is a story that we must all strive to protect for years to come.